Here I am, a rabbit-hearted girl, frozen in love.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brenton Grant with Metaphysical Love Conscience, and today I'm talking to you about the polarities of energy between masculine and feminine. Um, it's a common mistake that people who are have more masculine energy will act more masculine or appear more masculine, and people with feminine energy will act or appear more feminine. What it really is like the yin yang concept. More appropriate terms would be internal and external. For instance, a woman with a lot of masculine energy will not appear manly or speak in a manly voice, but she will be most likely more hyperactive, more outgoing, um, less emotional, more intellectual, and perhaps even more aggressive. So, the way this works in astrology specifically is the signs alternate masculine, feminine. So, the first four signs go Aries, which is masculine, Taurus, which is feminine, Gemini, which is masculine, and Cancer, which is feminine, and so on. If you aren't sure which signs fall under the masculine polarity and which signs fall under the feminine polarity, the following image that I've uploaded using my natal chart as an example has the masculine signs dyed blue and the feminine signs dyed pink. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us, and this is characterized by the yin-yang concept. However, many people lean more to one side than the other, especially if one polarity is dominant in the sun, moon, and rising signs, which make up the majority of our personality. Alright, so let's get into masculine energy. Masculine energy is also known as high frequency energy, positive, active, or yang energy. It rules the elements of air and fire, and it is fast moving but impatient in nature. It's very dominant, it's very independent, and it is more rebellious. Um, so masculine energy, it has an outward motion. It's external. It's extroverted. It is social, adventurous, and tends to be much more expressive, expansive, and extroverted. Um, Masculine energy is associated with civilization, philosophy, warfare, leadership, and science. Anything that involves movement outwards, upwards, or forward. Um, in the workplace, people with a lot of masculine energy are much more able to multitask. Masculine energy, air and fire, are much faster than water and earth. However, they are prone to laziness because masculine energy does not like to be bored, and they're also more easily distracted. So, masculine energy exists much more on the logical and intellectual plane than it does on the emotional and intuitive plane. Because of this, it's slightly less creative than feminine energy. Um, However, emotionally, masculine signs are more prone to anger and overt, over the top happiness and excitability. They are more dominant in nature than feminine energy. If you have too much masculine energy, you need to focus on being grounded, stable, and you want to work on maybe improving your emotional connections with people and to just slow down and smell the flowers and not always be hyperactive and living in the future, you know. Getting into feminine energy. Feminine energy has an inward motion. It is more introverted, internal, domestic, and focused. Feminine energy is also known as low frequency, passive, negative, or yin energy, and it rules the elements of water and earth. It has an inward motion and is therefore more introverted, internal, domestic, and focused. It is slow moving, but it is also persistent. It is linked to nature, spirituality and religion, creativity, intuition, willpower, family, and raising children. Its movement is stable and inward. It is linked to the right brain, where I don't know if I mentioned it, but masculine energy is linked to the left brain. Its energy is passive and submissive, and it is less suited to leadership positions. People with a lot of feminine energy are not usually hyperactive, and they're very hard workers and very dedicated to performing their jobs, even if that job is boring. Feminine signs are generally less intellectual than masculine signs, but that does not mean they are less intelligent. Um, they just exist more in the realm of emotions and the real world. For instance, signs like Scorpio and Virgo are feminine signs that are characterized by being very intelligent. Maybe not to the same level as, say, an air sign. Well, actually, really just Aquarius and Gemini, but very close and in a very different way. So I want to make it clear that feminine signs are not less intelligent. They're not as interested in hypotheticals and philosophy and in exploration of the intellect. Um, so yeah, so that's basically a quick summary of the polarities. I'm gonna include. Please, if there's you guys have any suggestions for me, please let me know. I want to make these videos for you, not for me. So you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'm gonna keep them coming.